to the moped store. What's uppers? The salesman's like, what up? What's your budget? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know nothing about mopeds. He said, I got the one for you. Follow me. Ooh, it's too real. Chrome down mirror, I don't need a windshield. Banana seat, a canopy on two wheels. 800 cash, that's a deal. I'm headed downtown. Cruising for the alley. Tiptoe. Yes. In the alley. Pulled up. Moped to the valley.
What? Yeah! It's Hump Day! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to What Does Joey Know? I'm your humble and Hump Day host, Jason Logan.
Jay.
Yeah, baby.
I think you have two things listed and nobody's on this one.
Listen, I tried to get on there.
No, I think it's just us. I think you set this thing up and it's just us. Because you have two streams. I don't know. Can anybody see us out there?
Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
Some
maybe.
people are on YouTube.
But Facebook too? Is this just YouTube or is this Facebook too?
Man, I don't know, Joe.
Right?
Joe, I'm not sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So the question is, do you want to
shut it off and then come back?
Yeah, because right now
create
it's
a whole new thing.
Yeah, because right now it's only going on literally one stream. It works on YouTube, yeah, but does it work on Facebook?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because you set up two streams today.
You want to start all over?
Well, I'm just thinking that you're on the YouTube. How old do I sound? You're on the YouTube, and the book of face isn't working.
At least we're on the line.
And the Insta Toast. So, yeah, no video on Facebook, Heather just said. By the way, look at your host is so depressed right now. So I don't know what you want to do. It says no Facebook. So I don't know, Jay, do you want to set it up to where it's right?
I could do that. But we're gonna have to wait like 10 more minutes, I think.
No, let's just go. We'll go straight YouTube. Right, Joey? Right. Yeah, Joey says straight. Let's go. Okay, I'll get out. Introduce Joey like nobody saw him.
Okay.
Our guest backstage is like, what did I sign up for? This is awesome.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's like low rent. All right, let's bring him in. Joey Fatone. Sorry, I screwed up. We got 83 people watching right now. There he is, Joey. What's up?
No, I'm not frozen. I was kidding. You were about to say, what is going on? I could be like this. I just waited. Not much, man. How you been? Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday, sir.
Good to be here, even though.
How you feeling?
A little dicey, dude. I'm getting, I don't know if it's depression. I mean, I lay in bed till 11, and then I went and had some breakfast.
You too?
I don't know, dude. I gotta go. Tomorrow I gotta go shoot a promo video, and then but I'm like, do I really want to go do all that too? I gotta get motivated, dude.
Yeah, but what else do you have to do?
Nothing. That's the whole thing. I need to earn some cash other than Uber Eats.
All right. I saw today you shaved. Earlier you were.
I did.
You're a little scruffy. Why'd you shave? What was the reason? Because
I got a promo video I got to shoot.
Oh. Have you ever done it to where it was just a goatee?
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I did a whole Gardner Minshew thing where it was like all the way down here, and then the one little soul patch right there in the middle. Oh, I got a video.
I want to grow it out to where it looks like the bat symbol. Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm in a group chat, and this is a guy. He's bald. He's like growing the greatest beard of quarantine. I gotta find.
Would you take a picture of it?
He sent a picture yesterday. I was like, "What?" I mean, look at this guy. He looks.
So he's never grown a beard, or he has a beard?
No, I mean, look at this thing. Hold on. You see that?
Oh wow, it's like out.
And he has he's bald, and like that thing was like, what? I go, that is glorious.
That's gotta be annoying after a while when it's out like that. Oh.
Yeah, but then I told him, I go, dude, you look like Gabby Johnson from Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah. Let's play some music, buddy. I'm ready.
All right.
I want to hear some music, and I definitely want to get our guest out here.
All right, so our guest is a young guy. He likes top 40, so I'm going to go top 40 today.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
I like it.
know when I come back, you know what it look like. Everything lit, all the girls in free.
Sounds like Flow Rider.
It is Flow Rider. Do you know the name of the song?
No, but I'm sure it's about to come up any
You
minute.
don't know the name of this song?
It's not my house. I know that. Okay.
It says lit within the first 2 seconds.
You know when I come back, you know what it
It's
look like.
called
Everything
Cake.
lit, all the girls in free. Everybody inside sipping on a good time. You ain't gotta
Dude, I'm not trying to stump you, Joey.
Why do they call? Yeah, but what does cake actually mean? Like cake? Because think about it. DNCE says cake by the ocean.
Right.
And there's that cake, but what cake are they talking about? Like the ash? That cake? No, that's that's not cake. That's
I
not
think
what they're
cake is
talking about.
yayo. I think cake is yayo. I do.
I do.
I
But
think drugs is cake. Like, let's have
the
some cake.
video, though, the video for this song, he's
No,
on a
I only know
football field.
one person that mistaken cake for Coke. There's only one person in the world that that's an inside joke, and I'm not going to get into it, but Joe knows exactly what I'm talking about. But the funny part about it is but then when some people talk about cake, they're talking about the girl's booty. Right?
That's
See?
what Mila says.
Mila says that. See, exactly. I would rather have that cake over any of the other cake because I've never tried it, nor do I want to. So
Yeah, no. Nope.
never did it, never have. See? The butt.
Hey, have you ever been like? Well, I should say everybody's been peer pressured, but like when you were like,
Funfetti cake, Joey. Thanks, Lauren.
but like when you didn't want to try it and do that stuff. I mean, how did you handle that when you were?
I
growing
just
up?
always thought somebody. Honestly, I always thought somebody was setting me up.
Talking
I
about
honestly
drugs?
thought.
You talking
Yeah.
about drugs, Jason?
Yeah, like you didn't want to do it. Like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Setting me up. I've had somebody
Yeah.
hand me. I'll be honest. I'm gonna tell people shit. I don't care. Somebody handed me a little dime bag one time and shook my hand, and I was like, and I was in a club in Miami, and I was like, and he's like, "Hey man, I know you party." I'm like, "Hey, yeah." And I'm like, "What is this?" And I honestly did not know until I put it underneath the table and found out what it was, and I went, "Oh shit." And it freaked me out.
Yeah.
And I stood there and I backed away from him. I'm not even kidding you. I just sat there looking around going, somebody set me up. Someone's handing me something so they can find out whatever. But that's not what happened. A friend of mine that I knew did some of it. I was like, hey, you want something that's under the table just for you? And I'm going to walk away from it. And lo and behold, he went and took it.
Yeah, we used to go to parties and see people doing it, and we would leave. Like seriously, the whole group would go to an event. Like we did a big party, and
We didn't mess around with that shit.
cocaine was a part of it, and all of it were like,
I can
no,
only speak
all
for
of
myself,
it
but I
were
know
like-
I'm yeah.
yeah. But
We never-
Joey, but even back then, you guys were all like, nope, we're out.
No, didn't want to be involved in it because just God forbid anyway, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What's my favorite saying about cocaine?
Oh, when someone says, someone's like, you know what? He goes, if someone ever says to me, you know what? My relationship is great. My life is great. I'm healthy. I'm like amazing. I'm in great shape. And also, you know, I have tons of money. I'm not poor. He goes, if somebody convinced me that that's what that does, I'm going to do it. He goes, but you never get anybody to say that. Maybe the beginning of it.
Yeah, ever since I've been putting this shit up my nose, man, everything is just working out. Like, it's awesome. I've never met one person. The day that I see that person, I'll be right there, ripping rails with them.
Let's go. One more song. We'll bring it down.
He's a freaking mess.
Can't keep my hands to myself. No matter how hard I'm trying to.
I don't like this song. Isn't this Selena Gomez?
Yeah, it is.
I don't like it that much. I really don't. Nothing against Selena Gomez at all.
Well, we all have our favorites out there.
I don't just okay. I just enjoy the smell of it.
It's such a mess. I like how Joe gets off of really, he'll meet like the president of ABC or something, some big shot. He'll go, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's going great now that I kicked the heroin habit. He says, it's like, what? I mean, that's the president of Disney. What?
Yeah, that's what I did. I did that to us. It's just, here's the deal. Everybody out there, you meet the president, somebody in big position. They were a kid once. They went to college for the most part once, or they surrounded by friends once. If you can find a way to relate to them, to bring them back to their childhood, they will treat you entirely different because everybody else kisses their ass. Everything is like, oh, sure, Mr. Oh, you're the president of Disney. But I'm more like, man, it's hot as hell out here, dude. I'm sweating. Do you put deodorant on before you put your shirt on or after? And they look at me like, what? and then they have open dialogue. And then
you
I'll
start
say,
to go, I lasered my ass, and it's amazing.
that's right.
dude.
Yeah. I say, hey, by the way, I got my ass lasered, and when I fart, it sounds like somebody's clapping inside of it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I tell the president of Disney. Let's play a song.
He does. I've seen it. You've seen it, Joey.
I've seen it.
All right, one more. Here we go.
Yep. Ooh. That would be 21 Pilots. Oh, right?
That is correct.
Falling. I only know
It's called Ride.
But it's a good song. Ride. That's what it starts.
It's hard
Sometimes.
Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, think about the end just way too much.
I think this light is getting old. I need to get some new lights.
Again, I'm falling into the whole thing of playing the entire song, Joey. I'm getting so much trouble. All right, there you go. 21 Pilots,
do it,
Ride.
I like it. All
You
right,
ready
let's
to bring him in?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we get out. Hey, Joey.
Hey, Jason.
Our next guest hails from the great state of North Kakalaki. That's right. He started his career way back in 2016, and he's been going strong ever since. You can see him portraying Charlie St. George in 13 Reasons Why, and also portraying Danny Jansen in Tales from the Loop. Joey, let's welcome him in. It's Tyler Barnhardt.
Tyler!
Hey!
What's going on, brother?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for being on. How are you been dealing with this whole quarantining thing? How's that been going on for you? Where are you now, and what's going on, and how you been, all that stuff?
Yeah, well, for the last 20 hours, I've been in New York City. We just flew in. My girlfriend and I, we were quarantining for like the last 3 months in Miami, Florida, and a little bit in North Carolina with my family as well. So
Nice.
we are back in our respective city for now.
Are we happy we back, or or has it been like almost like night and day? Because I'm pretty sure it is, because we live in Orlando, and if you were in Miami, people are somewhat not really caring so much.
Yeah,
And-
no, I mean, Florida's in the news, right? Miami, honestly, I have to say, I've never really been there before this whole thing happened. And they've handled it really, really well. Like, you have to wear a mask when you go into any store. They have restaurants open, but it's like, 50% capacity. I was really impressed. Coming to New York yesterday, getting off the plane and going in the Uber, every single person on the street has a mask, which has been like, whoa, this is a totally different world
Right.
now. So it feels safe. Everyone's taking it seriously here, which is good to see. Hopefully it'll trickle down to the rest of the world.
Exactly. Just wear a
Where
mask,
in-
people.
Yeah, where in Miami were you? Were you in South Beach, or were you in Cuba, or Puerto Rico, or Brazil, Venezuela, Chile?
Yeah,
Which
we
part
were-
of South Beach, Miami?
We were in the Bermuda Triangle. So no, we were in like Coral Gables, Pinecrest area, which is a
Okay.
really, really beautiful area.
Oh, yeah.
So, near the beach. Yeah, it was
Did
awesome.
you like
It was very
Miami?
nice.
Did you like Miami? Could
Yeah.
you picture yourself living in Miami?
Well, like by the end of it, it was kind of a joke. Her parents were so happy to hear. I was like, yeah, you know what? Like in 10 years, if things go right, like I could see us having a house here. And they were just like, really? And I was like, well, I mean, I have to like, do a Marvel movie, but yeah, I can
Right,
see
exactly.
it happening. Like,
This Netflix thing ain't cutting it. We got to get on a
Right.
Marvel show.
it's great, but like I need the Disney money, like
Yeah, but if you get the Disney money, you might lock down for Disney forever, though, depending on what kind of contract you have.
coming from the man that was in NSYNC, that's good advice.
Always
right?
check
From
again.
what I've heard.
Always look at your contracts, man. Always double check, triple and fimple, because you never know. You just never know.
Yes.
So, Tyler, you were
Excellent
a
advice.
big NSYNC fan growing up. You were telling us a little bit about that. I mean, was that
I'm
your
sorry,
favorite?
and I apologize, but yeah.
No, it runs really deep. Some people were Backstreet Boys fans, some people were NSYNC fans. I was born in '93, and so it was you had to pick a side. It was a team thing.
That's what
and
they
my
say,
family, we go hard for NSYNC. Yeah. I told the story actually to Lance last week because I got to talk to him. But my brother and I remember getting home from elementary school, coming off the bus, running inside and putting in the no strings attached VHS into the like machine.
Right.
And memorizing all the choreography, all the singing. We ran that tape out, and we knew every single. Even like when you guys were like, do the slow song, and you'd be drinking from the water bottles, going into
Right,
the crowd.
where the timing.
We had our water bottles drinking, and we just had pretend our legs are hanging. Like it was a big moment of our lives.
We might have to see some of that. We might
But
have
that
to see
stuff
some of that.
sounds-
Soon.
But what's funny is it sounds funny, but it's true in the sense of even when I was younger and things that I watched and listened to, very similar too. Like even like with New Kids on the Block, I watched and listened to New Kids on the Block because I wanted to be. I honestly did want to somewhat be in a boy band. And every time guys were like, "Oh, that's lame. Oh, it's a bunch of wuss stuff," and I'm like, "Nah. Look how many women are in the audience. Then you'll figure out that
We're selling out.
It's not so cheesy after all. We have hundreds and thousands.
Look at the
K-pop.
K-pop. Yeah. Look at K-pop right now. Like it's huge.
I don't
Very cool.
understand it, but it is what it is, and you just accept it. You know.
Who is your favorite? Who was your favorite, Tyler, in NSYNC? You don't have to say Joey, but I'm just curious. Who was your favorite person?
I'm a Justin guy.
The Justin guy?
I am a Justin guy. I respect his grind. Not that the other guys didn't have it, but then he just he was like, peace. You know what? I'm doing my own. What the heck? What the heck?
Yeah.
No. I was
attracted.
I was attracted to him.
See?
Yeah,
Okay.
Everybody was a little attracted. He was a good looking kid. I think the person that's always underrated is JC, and I'm saying it. I'm even in the group.
Oh,
Yeah.
Underrated. I'm sorry, it's Chris.
You think?
For me. Oh my God, that guy! I've never talked to him, never met him, but he has a story. I know he does. He's got.
You know what? We'll talk to him. You can get him on his show. He has a show as well.
Yeah.
Joey to me was always the one who had it all figured out. He was like, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna take it back. See, I'm gonna do the producer thing. I'm gonna stay out of the limelight. I'm gonna have a family. I was like, that would be me if I was in the band. But because that's because I feel like you had it all up here.
That's good. That's a good analogy. Joey, who was your favorite new kid?
Who's my favorite new kid? Jordan. Because he can sing. He was able to sing high and all that stuff in the falsetto in his range, and that's kind of what I did back in the day.
I like Joey McIntyre.
And to me, Jordan was the Justin, like because of the the big, not the power stuff that was JC, but just same type of thing with the falsetto and the love songs and all that stuff.
But anyway, Justin was more like Joey Mack, and JC was basically Jordan. If you really think about it, Lance is John. Lance is John.
Right, you're like the Donnie Wahlberg.
And I'm kind of like the Donnie, but Chris would probably like to think otherwise as well, or Danny. You know.
Oh, you mean? I mean, who's Danny Wood? Like when you're in a basketball team, who gets last picked? Is that what you're saying?
That would be me.
That'd be me too.
That's exactly. No offense to Danny Wood, because me and him are on the same level then. But yeah,
I love Danny.
It would be Justin is to Joey, as to JC is to Jordan, as to Chris is to Donnie, as Joey is to Danny. Yeah.
And then
now you guys have to battle it out. Yeah, you have to fight for now who's going to be on the A team. Go.
Wasn't it crazy? It's just boy bands that most boy band Jackson 5, New Edition was 5, NSYNC was 5, Backstreet Boys was 5, and then you had
98 Degrees.
98 Disease had 4.
They didn't dance. They didn't dance, so they didn't have to worry about the formations.
You want to hear a funny story about Nick Lachey? Is Nick Lachey came over to Joey's house one night with Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
We all were hanging around the house, and Joey was showing Nick his pool and his kit car. You know the show Knight Rider? Joey had the kit car. He's showing him the kit car, and he's walking around, and I see Nick's face. Nick's looking around like this, and out of nowhere he goes, "I knew my band should have danced more." Shit, man. Really kind of funny.
That was great.
I love that.
That's great
Now
that you
returned, and I wish I should have worked out more.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda, Joey. You're good.
Being in a Netflix, being in 13 Reasons Why, Joey, I can say the exact, when my co-stars are Tim and Ross and all these ripped dudes, I'm like, that ain't me, man.
So you know what? But see, you got your good looks and your witty personality, and that's what matters. And you're a great actor. See, that's the difference. Sometimes it doesn't have to be that way. I was always that one too, man. I was always the big guy, the fat one, the one that was just always the guy next door. But that's okay. I always say it. I said, I'd rather be number 2 and stay there all my life than be number 1 for a minute and drop down to nothing.
I love that. Yeah, bring it.
I love it.
That's
all right,
great.
Speaking of bringing it, want to do some music?
Yeah, let's play some music.
Yeah.
You do all the songs that we played in the background, right? When you were backstage?
I knew enough, yeah, but now you're going to play the ones I don't know, so bring it. Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to give you the heater right down the middle. Here we go.
Hey. Yeah, this is Bruno Mars.
There you go. Look at that.
And it's called 24 karat gold. No.
This might be your theme song. This might be the
Miami.
Tyler Barnhardt theme song. I got a condo in Manhattan, parents in Miami Beach. What? This is your song, man.
Yeah, this is the life.
There you go. Yeah, Joey. I was
See
getting
that?
yelled at Tyler earlier that I shouldn't play the entire song. So sorry, you just
Okay.
get that much.
You want a fun
Yeah, I
fact
don't
of
want
Bruno
anyone.
Mars?
Oh,
I would love a
please.
fun fact. Hold on. This is
You
this
gotta
is
play
when
the
we're
song,
getting
get us in
kicked off.
trouble. Yeah.
This is when
So Bruno Mars, a guy who worked with us in Universal Studios, Philip Lawrence, in Orlando, Florida, moves to LA and wants to become a songwriter. And he's struggling in LA to become a songwriter, to the point where he calls back Universal Studios and says, hey, I may come back to Orlando and start working at Universal Studios. At the same time, his partner, Peter, was writing a bunch of records too, and nothing was happening. Peter called his mom back in Hawaii and said, hey, I think I'm going to move back home. Well, that's when this song got picked up from Travie McCoy, I Want to Be a Billionaire. And another song got picked up, Want to Marry You. And the next song, and little did we know that Philip Lawrence and Peter Hernandez is really Bruno Mars. And then Philip Lawrence became Bruno Mars is on stage with the guy with the gazelle glasses, his co-writer, the Schmeezington is what they call him. And Bruno Mars became Bruno Mars. And I find it fascinating that everybody gets right to that point of either quitting or not. We talked to a lot of celebrities on the show. You get right to that point. Orange is the New Black. She said she would quit, and then she got a call for that audition a week later. Flo from Progressive didn't want to go to that audition. She goes to it. The residuals now change her life. In your situation, the stuff you've done, and you're still young, though, so you're not really in your mid-30s where you just throw it up in the air and don't want to do it anymore. But have you had that point, like the opportunity to Netflix, did that come out of nowhere? Was that a fluke-type scenario? Just give us a quick little cliff-noted version of how that happened for you.
No, my story's not as interesting, honestly.
But for people that don't
strong.
know, but for people that don't audition and don't know the process and stuff, it is very fascinating. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, so that's a good point. I knew about 13 Reasons like from the pilot episode because I auditioned for the lead character 2-3 years before. And so for me, 13 has always been in the back of my head. And when I read it, I was like, this is going to be a good production. Selena Gomez was attached to it. I was like, this is going to be big for Netflix. And so from that point on, like, I think I'm pretty sure I had 8 auditions for the show before I booked Charlie. So for me, it was one of those things where it was like, you keep getting close. It fuels your fire for another 2 months until you get the next one. And so you still have that hope. And so I've been fortunate. I've never gotten to the point yet where I've lost the hope. But I know it comes pretty much after 6 months of not booking anything. I just luckily haven't been there yet. And actually this pandemic is pushing that against me. So the hope is diminishing. But no, like I always was dumb enough to keep going back for more. So
right. But that's the auditioning process a lot of times. And I haven't been there yet. And I've done a few times though where it's a, you know what, well, you're in the running, let's find out. And there's a few times where I've had it where it was like, hey, we want you for it. Or there were times where like, no, sorry, we got somebody else. But isn't it nerve-wracking when you're sitting there and you do the audition like 3 or 4 or 5 and you're sitting there going, why do you keep having me come in? You know what I'm capable of doing. You've seen it now. We've actually done the test 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
What is going on? And I think it's because obviously what they do is they want to find that combination that all works together as an ensemble cast with everybody in it. You know, what's going to do this, what's going to do that. You know, for me, the quickest was Big Fat Greek Wedding, where it was like, I happened to be at the right place at the right time. Believe it or not, I was recording with the guys and we were doing something for Playtone, which was a company that Tom Hanks owned. And we were trying to do something with Tom Hanks where it was either some sort of idea of like Help, like the Beatles, or a Grease musical version of something. None of us could agree upon it, but I went there one time to the office and one of the ladies, this girl, Wendy, was out there. She's like, oh, they're doing this movie. And you know what? You'd be really perfect for like a cousin. It's a small role. It's not really big. Why don't you just go in and read? And I'm like, where is it? They're like, no, right now they're doing auditions. I was like, all right, give me the sides. So I looked at the sides. I walked in, went to the casting lady, did the couple of lines. That was it. And it was Nia, who was obviously the writer that did it and was playing Tula in the movie, and the casting lady. And I left, and I'm like, nah, I ain't getting that shit. I'm done. They called up, and they're like, we really want you to be the part of this, blah, blah, blah. We thought you were really good. And the casting lady had no idea who the hell I was, too. All she heard was he was in a boy band. So they never knew my background of what I've done in the past anyway, for that matter, as far as acting and stuff and everything. But It was really funny to see that. It was really odd where it was all of a sudden like, wait, what? And then doing it, and then now all of a sudden it blew up to like no, it was like a small independent film, and who the hell knew? It was crazy.
It's a cult movie now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the ones that you go in and you're like, man, I bombed that. Like, not to where you like forgot the lines or anything, but you're like, it didn't feel right. Those are the ones that a day later, hey, you got a call back. You're gonna go back, and you go, what?
What?
And the ones that you crushed, you're like, I'm gonna go ahead and book my flight. Like
horrible.
Tell people,
yeah, they're like,
no. You never hear. You don't even hear no. You just hear nothing.
What's a role that you auditioned for that you really, really, really wanted and didn't get? Or was it something that was like even they said, hey, here's a Marvel movie they want you to audition for, like, oh shit, and you think you rocked it, and you're like, whatever.
Let's see. Let me go back really quickly. There's been like pilots and things of like projects that I think are going to be really big that I didn't got close to, and then it doesn't get picked up. So those make me feel happy.
Right.
Hell yeah.
He's like, I did it, didn't go. Okay.
One audition, the Stranger Things, Dacre Montgomery went out for the bad guy role in season 2, I think. And I had that same audition, and I did it, and I was like, I feel pretty good about that. Like, this is good. Well, his audition tape got released like into the wild. You can go watch it on YouTube. And I watched it. I immediately turned it off and was like, all right, I get it. I get why I didn't get that. He crushed that. Wow. That's what it's supposed to look like. I was like,
it does kind of suck when you have your own take on a character or something, and then you look at the other person going, shit, why didn't I do that? Or God, that's a thought I was gonna do, even though you got disconnected. It's all right. I thought you came back. You're right. You're back. You're good.
Am I still here? Sorry, I just got a phone call.
You're
I didn't put my. It is
that's
on.
Right. It happens. It doesn't matter.
All right, cool.
It happens to me too. He'll go back to just hit decline, and he'll come back out, unless you really want to answer it. If you have to answer it, could be your agent for a new.
It was my roommate.
Oh,
yeah. That'd be cool.
Don't answer.
Hey, pick me up some Chipotle if you're out. So, Tyler, so 13 Reasons Why. And there's a lot of people on here commenting they love the show, and you were a recurring character in season 3, and now you're like season 4. You're like on the main cast, and your whole storyline is portrayed. And that show, you guys cover a lot of stuff. Like the amount of people that have died on this show. I mean, we all know what the whole concept behind of 13 Reasons Why, but some dude wants to shoot up the place, and then this guy dies. And
exactly? Can you? For some people, but some people have never seen the show. What exactly is the show? 13 Reasons Why. Sum it up very quickly. I know it's a lot.
Really quickly. It's based off of a young adult book written by Jay Asher, and it follows. It's kind of a high school experience of unfortunately a girl who takes her own life, and this happens at the very beginning of the series, and it goes through 13. She leaves 13 tapes of why she did it. And so it's a deep dive kind of into the high school experience and how it can be really dark for children, right? And over the seasons, of course, it kind of turns into a murder mystery, and there's all these other characters that are come about. But I think we put in a lot of heavy subjects, like you said, to kind of shed light on what kids are going through today in school, and not even today. Like my mom made an interesting comment after she watched the show. She goes, "I know all these characters, and she went to high school 30 years ago, right? So it's these characters that we continually see.
With that 30 years ago, I was not that far away from that either. Tyler.
That's so your Uncle Joey. I don't know, so we put all these things in the show, and I think what's beautiful about the show is that it starts a dialogue, right? Like my father, for instance, he was really uncomfortable with the show, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. But I thought it's the perfect example of, you can be uncomfortable, but this stuff happens,
right?
And not talking about it has been proven to not make any difference. It makes things worse. So if we start talking about it, the uncomfortable, like other things that are happening right now in this world, we need to be uncomfortable with some things before we can grow. I think this show is a perfect example of that, and I'm really proud of what we did in the 4 seasons.
And I'm sure it opened up a lot of eyes to a lot of different, even probably I'm sure other students or even teachers, if they watch the show, to understand and go, okay, well, I didn't realize that. And all, just like you said, there's somebody probably like, oh wow, the teacher's like, I know a kid like that in the class. Maybe he might be going through that, or she might be going through something like that. So it definitely brings, like you said, it is uncomfortable, but you know what? You need to talk about it, regardless if it's going to hurt sometimes somebody's feelings. Because sometimes the truth does hurt, to be like, hey, man, this was this way, or, that person got treated so poorly that they lashed out, and this is the way they are, and that's why they are this way. But then again, it's one of those things when you have those conversations, it's all right, well, since it made you that way, but let's try to figure out how can we steer you in a different direction of going, it's okay. Or sometimes you got to have a little bit more thick skin because that person has their own view and their own thing of what they think. But sometimes who gives a shit what they think? If it ain't hurting you, if it ain't physically hurting, if it ain't, a lot of times I know verbal stuff does hurt, and it does. I get it. But guess what? They are words. They're just words, and they're coming to a sentence together that's going to inflict something, and then you have to really think about how to act on those thoughts because, you know, again, it does hurt in general. Sometimes it does hurt. I mean, think about it. If we didn't, especially as actors and as people of us not having thick skin, oh my God, I'd be in a corner somewhere crying, sucking my thumb because of how many people have said, "Oh, fat one," or you're one of the guys that just did NSYNC. You're not a Justin Timberlake. Just saying, these are all the things you hear, but you go up. You go like, listen, if it wasn't because of Justin Timberlake or even myself to where we were, we would have never been to what we are and what we are doing now. Let's go there. So you can say, I'm just saying, this is the only way I can relate it to. And for people that, you know, where someone says, oh, well, you don't look right, or you don't look a certain height or a certain thing. Prime example, I thought it was hilarious talking about auditions. I went to American Idiot audition for the Green Day musical.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And said, hey, go in, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. I show up my old ass, and as I walk up, I see Derek Huff and all these dudes, blonde hair, good-looking guys, and I'm standing there going, what the hell am I doing here? They all have guitars. They're ready to freaking sing. And I'm like, I walked in the audition. I legitimately went, cool, I'm ready to audition, but, man, I don't look like anybody. And they started laughing because I'm like, I don't look like anybody out there, so let's do it. And I just sat there. I was like, oh, that was really, really good. Thank you very much. They go, no problem. I was like, no shot. No freaking shot.
That's
so it's
awesome.
Again, and I think this is where it comes to the whole being kind to people and talking to people. And again, I think for me is when you're kind, be kind, but be honest. I mean, if the person really truly sucks, you don't got to go, oh my God, you're a piece of crap and you suck at singing. It's try a little harder next time. You know?
Treat others the way you want to be treated. So if you suck at singing, I would want someone to tell me in a nice way, hey, have you thought about getting vocal lessons? Have you thought about maybe being a banker? You know, like, but tell me in a nice way, and that makes me better. Yeah, so treat others the way you want to be treated, I think is a huge thing to take away.
I think growing up in the 80s, like I had John Hughes and all those movies to pattern my life around. You know what I mean? Like if I had a question about something, I didn't feel comfortable going to my parents and talk about it, I'd watch Breakfast Club or something like that, you know? I mean, and that's what your show is
this
doing.
Is what you get for spilling paint.
Yeah. But like Tyler, you growing up in a different generation than Joey and I, did you have a show like that you turned to? Because I think there's a huge gap between like the 80s, 90s. I don't know what was going on there. And
well, you had, correct me if I'm wrong, you had like iCarly and that kind of stuff, which was a little lighter. It was never anything deep like 32 Reasons Why, you know, and I think Netflix is a good platform too for it.
Right.
Yeah. We had Disney Channel and we had Nickelodeon, but then actually one show that just came to my mind was and growing up, it was kind of a show that I would like hide from my parents from watching because I never wanted them to know I was watching it. Was Degrassi.
Okay.
If you guys remember that, it was on a Nickelodeon, and it was kind of similar idea. They were tackling some hard hitting subjects. And
now the new one or the old one? Degrassi.
The old one.
That's what I'm saying. Then the newer one had Drake in it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Drake in Degrassi? That's the old one to my. There was an older one called Degrassi Junior High. It was actually, I believe, there was two different ones. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty darn sure there was an older one even before that, and they brought the new one.
I'm talking about
Drake.
I'm talking about Drake in the wheelchair.
Joe, look it up if you hear me.
So that was. Oh, here he comes.
Yeah. So Drake, fun fact, we are at MTV Music Awards, and I'm there with Justin, and Joey's there as well. And Drake is in the dressing room with Justin, and I said, hey, I'm going to run over and talk to Fatone real quick. And Drake goes, Joey Fatone? And I go, yeah. He goes, Joey Fatone is here? Like, Joey Fatone is here? And I go, yeah, why? He goes, where is he? I'm like, well, come on with me, dude. Walk around the corner. He goes, Joey, I just want to let you know, when I lived in Toronto, my mom drove me to New York to see you in Rent. My mom drove me in New York to see you in Little Shop. I swear to God, Little Shop. He starts saying everything Joey has done. And Drake goes, what I appreciate about you, dude, acting, singing, dancing, You do it all, man. That's what I want to do. I want to do a little bit of everything. I just don't want to do one thing. And I've always wanted to meet you, bro. Hey, and he
And I
leaves.
looked like
And Joey looks at me and goes, "Who is that again?"
No,
And I was like,
you're a lie. That's a
No.
lie right there. No, I did. I would go up to him and say, "Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate your stuff." And he's like, "No, dude, I'm a huge fan. I've seen Little Shop of Horrors. I've seen Rent." And I was kind of like, it's weird when you see other artists go and see things that are not the norm. The norm is, oh, I love your music, which is great, with NSYNC, but it's interesting to see the little other paths that they have.
Well, he's that true fan who appreciated you for more than just what you were famous for.
Yeah, but he got so detailed. He drove with his mom from Toronto to New York, and he wanted to see Broadway plays, and he kept wanting to see Joey stuff. I mean, he's a good dude. He's a really good dude. All right, play some songs.
Speaking of Broadway, you got any Broadway tunes we can throw at him?
Let's see. I'm going to recycle some of these bad boys.
Throw regular pop ones because I know you got to look for them. So throw a couple in there, and then toss them some musicals. See if we can do it.
All right, fine.
And not like new shit, man. Because you go.
Yeah, if you play Hamilton.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just kidding. I love Hamilton, but
Drake
everyone
is a Joey stan.
Drake is a Joey stan, Allie.
All right, here we go. Let's play this song. How about this?
It's 100 degrees. I should know this.
Oh, come on. He says his name in every song.
I fast forward to that.
I know the word.
What's the name of the song? Do we know it?
So high. You know what? I want to want it. And if you want,
do you know the song? Who is it? Who's singing it?
It sounds like the Jonas Brothers, if I'm being honest.
Jason,
and I know it's not.
Derulo.
Oh no!
That's "Want You to Want Me."
My
Derulo,
girlfriend
right?
just opened the drawer. She just opened the door and she was like, "It's Jason Derulo." Thanks.
She can help. She can help.
You can help.
Oh, this is Ariana Grande on her.
Aw.
Joey's not a fan I saw before I came on the show. Or no, that
I'm
was
a fan
Selena.
of Ari. I love Ari. Ari just turned 27. Her birthday,
She
right?
did.
She's 27.
She did.
I texted her happy
we
birthday.
stand her.
That's what I did.
We stand her.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
She's
All right, how about
Dang,
this
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo. How about this?
Oh,
Thank you,
Max heard the falsetto, Tyler. He heard it. I heard it.
That's why I haven't been on Broadway.
I know it. Turn it
Lights up on Washington Heights. Up. I thought it was In the Heights by Lin-Manuel. You get me with the sing. Oh, this sounds like West Side Story.
There you go.
Hey, that's perfect.
That would be America. What was the title of the actual song? The name of it? Is it
America.
Yeah. No, if you don't dance like this, it just doesn't feel right. Classic. I got this one.
I got it, honey. Leave me
She goes,
alone.
West Side Story.
All right,
I'm sorry, I heard the, and I thought it was In the Heights. I got really excited.
See?
And by the way, I love
Hamilton's
how, like,
coming up. Hamilton's coming out on Disney on the 3rd.
Disney Plus.
Third,
Yep.
2 days. I'm excited because I never got to see the original. I never saw the show actually, and
I saw the show here in Orlando, but I never saw the original cast.
and that's exciting.
But now we'll get
I'm not buying the hype.
It is the original cast, isn't it?
Yeah, if they shot it before they all ended, so yeah, that's exciting.
That's cool. Smart.
I do enjoy the fact that Lin-Manuel Miranda guy was like, I'm gonna write a song, a thing about Aaron Burr and freaking Alexander Hamilton. Come on, dude.
I learned more about that time in history from him than my schooling. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
No. Yeah. Fun fact. Do we know what movie he was in at a very, very young age? There's a movie that he was in with a couple other kids.
Flintstones with John Goodman.
Nope.
Oh my God, that's a good
he
guess.
might have been, but here's one that you really see. I'll give a little hint. He was one of the Lost Boys.
Peter Pan.
Oh, he was?
And not the vampire one either. We're not talking about the Lost Boys.
You're talking about Peter Pan.
Which
With Robin
one?
Williams.
There you go.
Oh, now I have to go back and watch
Look at it, and you'll see him. You're like, oh my God, that is him. I thought it was Vinny Del Pino from Doogie Howser, but it actually is Lin-Manuel. Yeah.
That's wild. I love it.
Lost Boys. Was that a movie?
No, it was Hook. The movie's called Hook with Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman. Another fun fact about that is there's a woman in there, but you would never know she's the woman because she has full makeup to look like a man. And it was Glenn Close that gets thrown into the trunk with the scorpions. You remember the Hook? You remember the movie Hook?
Yes.
What?
Okay. So when they go, you're going to the chest, and he's going, no! That is Glenn Close in makeup. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is crazy.
Why am I a dork?
That is weird.
By the way,
Yeah,
dude.
wow.
Tyler, do you know
Tyler,
this?
he knows everything.
Do you know what the movies that
I
he's
love
talking
that.
about? Tyler?
Yeah, Hook. Yeah.
Oh, you know the movies. Okay. Yeah, no, because sometimes
yes.
Joey goes off and I'm just like, I don't know what movie. I have no concept of what he's even talking about.
Because you don't watch movies, Joe. You're not okay. If he's an actor, he needs to watch movies. If he doesn't know Hook, there's something wrong. Joe, you're not an actor. You can care shit less.
I am pretty terrible about watching. I'm more of a TV show guy, if I have to be honest.
That's
I
all
like
right,
to spend
but
more
at
time
least
with the
you know. But
characters.
you'll know the actor. You'll know.
Yeah, I know
what I'm talking about. You may not see.
I'm not
the movie.
familiar with Glenn Close in male makeup, though. If I'm being honest, so I do need to go
And that's
back
why
and
I said
see that. That's
Right.
a different look. Yeah, it's a different look.
It's definitely a different look.
Dude, Tyler, how about this? Like, Joey just dropped the Vinny Del Pino. What's that guy's
Yeah,
name?
that went.
See, I know
know.
that went over your head, and I had to say.
But I got
it. And then
The
Doogie Howser.
smile. Yeah.
Do you know what Doogie Howser is?
Yes, I have parents.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Tyler, that's a great line. Tyler, do you find people when you're walking around out in public, they're like, "Hey, Charlie, what's up?" They only know you by your name. And they just start screaming at you, right?
Actually, no, because I had a smaller role in season 3. Never was really recognized unless I was with the other guys. And then since quarantine has happened and season 4 has come out, I'm wearing a mask everywhere.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Well, it'll
it is
happen. Don't worry.
Kind of cool. I know it's.
That is
I
kinda
don't know if
cool.
I'm ready for that yet. I kind of like the anonymity. Like, let me just go about my day. I'm wearing a crazy shirt or something. Like,
It is nice to do that, though. Is it raining out? Is anybody
It
else
is
see the
raining.
thunder that's
Yeah,
going
it's
on
raining
out
here too. Hey, Tyler, what does your
Dude.
girlfriend do for a living? She work?
It's funny that you asked because she went to school at Syracuse for musical theater and did a couple of shows around the country, and then now has kind of said, you know what, that's not the lifestyle I want to live, and has recently gotten into casting. But then the pandemic happened, so she's like me, unemployed, and we're just
Gotcha.
going to move to LA with a hope and a dream.
Like most
She wants to
people.
get into casting. Yeah, exactly. But we have the cheat code because we already know people out there and stuff. But yeah, if you know anyone looking for a casting associate, she's
Who was she?
she's
Who was she
well-versed, she's
casting
very
with though
talented.
before? Was it musical theater or just TV television?
It was musical theater because that was what her background was.
Was it Telsey?
But, she went. It wasn't. No, it was a new casting office actually just got kind of created. It was called Jay-Z Casting.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, 2 really sweet people. And then now she wants to try film and TV because that's also exciting for her. So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically
Well, good.
she's in the business too. So between the two of you, when you're watching shows or you're doing anything, you can kind of bounce ideas back and forth so she kind of understands your lifestyle, you're going to understand her lifestyle. That's kind of good
Yeah.
that you're both, because
it's really cool.
It's tough.
She's
It's
much
tough.
more well versed too. Like she'll be like, "Oh my god, that's so and so," and I'll be like, "Who?" And then she'll be like, the person in that TV show. I'm like, "Oh my god, that's great!" Like she's so much better than me.
So we should have booked her then, basically.
Yeah, she's prettier, smarter, funnier. Yeah.
Well, I do have a question about that though. What does one take to become a casting person? Because I never even knew that. Meaning, like, of course, you have to have a little bit of knowledge, like you said, about as far as actors, and then maybe a bit of the character itself to know, and work well with the director to find out how you want to cast this. Like
She has like a Rolodex in her head of like just like 10 different people that are like very similar but not quite the same.
Gotcha.
And she just goes, "Oh yeah, that person's perfect for this," or "Oh yeah, I remember like when she was doing the musical theater, she was like, this person has a really good, they're a really good tap dancer."
Did you all hear that?
Okay? Are you okay?
That is lightning. Like no
That's
BS.
Florida
When my lights
weather.
go out, you will know that shit's going down.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's like so sunny and beautiful here right now. It's crazy.
Oh no, it's taking a dump on us right now. What's happening here? It's all right. It'll clean the coronas away. Hopefully, someday.
Hopefully. All right,
Let's
see if you can know this song. Are you guys ready? Let's get this one. And I'm not starting at the beginning, so just be prepared.
I can't allow myself to have any doubt. It's time to set my worries
Yes.
free.
Set my
Time to
worries
show the world
free.
what the price is about and share the power inside of
5, 6.
me.
I believe. Yeah.
That God has a plan
The Book
for
of Mormon.
all.
I believe. There's a fun story about this song. Actually.
Oh, hold on, wait. Fun fact. Here we go.
Fun fact. In college, we lived in, my roommate and I, who I still live with actually in Brooklyn, Alex, we lived in like a duplex. And so there's like 3 apartments side by side kind of. And we knew the guys who lived right next to us. They were the year below us in the BFA program. And we would be like 1 a.m. in the morning, and our stairs were right next to their like wall. And we would run up and down the stairs singing I Believe, trying to one-up each other to go higher. And neither of us are good singers. So it would start off and it would be like, I believe. And then it'd be, I believe. And by the end, it was just like, trigger warning for anyone who's listening with the headphones, it would just be like, I believe. And like, and then we'd like, the next morning we'd be like, so did you guys hear anything last night? And they'd be like, no. But I was like, they're lying. They totally heard us, dude.
That's great.
Belting badly.
One of Joe's favorite songs off the Book of Mormon soundtrack is "Me, But Mostly Me." That's a good one. He loves. It's really near and dear to his heart, right, Joe?
That's his theme song.
You know,
But me, but mostly me.
yeah, Joey. Yeah, Joey. Hey, by the way,
How can you not like that song?
it is a great song, but Joey sings that song often about me and him that I always, whatever. Anyway, I got a question. Lynn, do you think Lynn is that much of a genius, or do you just think that now he's done so many great things that no matter what he does, like I often think when somebody goes, hey, I have a story about ABC, and they're like, it's okay, but it's written in Steven Spielberg direct. Oh shit, I gotta, it's almost like the cred factor. Just like a song comes out from Justin Biebernuts, people like it right away. But if the song came out from Jason Logan, would people like it as much? I like to.
Well,
I don't know.
I think you are kind of right. People do listen more when it's a name that they know. But
yeah, well, this is a little controversial, and if Lynn ever hears this, I can't deny I said it, but I'll say it. I think he's a genius because have you seen Mary Poppins?
I have.
I don't think he's that good in it, but I think the other stuff he does is really, really good. So for me watching it, I can say, Mary Poppins was cute, but
but you know what
else?
It wasn't him. Meaning he
And
didn't
that's a good
create it.
point.
That character was he never created that. I mean, I know he didn't create Hamilton, but I'm saying
right.
in the Heights, that in the
Heights,
Hamilton,
Moana,
the
music in Moana. I mean, all those. I think you get the check of approval. For me, anyways, you get the check of approval.
I'm sure there's a few misses, but we don't see them. You know what I mean?
No.
Swings.
Tyler's basically saying, I saw him in Mary Poppins, and I thought he's human. Yes,
correct. I was like, good. Everything he touches doesn't turn exactly to gold. That's
right. That's a compliment.
Again,
that's a compliment to him. To be honest, like you said, the standard is so high. It's so high for him that it's like if anything's just a little below, it's like it wasn't as good as Heights. It wasn't as good as this. It wasn't, So that's a good.
You can't dwell on that. You can't dwell on that because that's I can always say, nothing's ever as good as NSYNC. Nothing will ever be as good as NSYNC. Let's be real. From my standard of what I did and the platform, I don't think anything would ever top it. But there's always a good chance of everything just being really good. You know what I mean? It's
exactly.
great. Music.
Stay up here.
Great.
Number 2, baby. Number two.
Singles and doubles. I like it. All right, we're gonna play a couple more songs, and we're gonna let you go, Tyler. I apologize for keeping you on so long.
I have nothing else to do, guys.
Oh, you don't?
Awesome.
Oh, then you can hang out with us. Here we go.
Really? Hold on, Jason. Hold on. Really, Tyler? You couldn't say, no, man, I want to stay. I'm having so much fun. Instead, I ain't got shit else to do, so let's just...
No, that's true. If we weren't in quarantine right now, I would have already probably left. No, I'm kidding.
You hack. Here we go.
Love it.
Started sharing it, I guess, and now Connor is everywhere.
Oh. I have a story about this too.
I want to hear you
Dear
sing
Evan
it
Hansen.
super high.
I don't understand. What happened?
You did. There's a place where you don't have to feel
You know this song, Joey. Come on.
Every time that you call out, if you open up, oh something. I'm feeling the words from across.
That's not Evan Henson, is it, or whatever?
Yes.
Even though I've never seen it.
That
I haven't
song's
seen it. I heard it's
fantastic.
amazing. I know I haven't seen it.
My
I did see Beetlejuice before it went down.
I didn't see Beetlejuice. I saw SpongeBob.
I was supposed to be in it at one point.
Who?
The pirate, the one that just comes in and does a couple songs. He comes in and narrates it.
Yeah.
That's what I was supposed to do at one point because they were going to have a whole bunch of celebrities come in. I know one of my really close friends I know from high school was one of the producers. Susan Vargo was her name. She actually did one of the producers on it. It was pretty crazy. But it was right before I think they were closing or something. Some crap, obviously. It's crazy with Broadway. And it goes up and goes right down sometimes.
They
and it can be great shows.
sell out. Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, and we're closing next week. See you. Yeah. The Dear Evan Hansen story last week, or not last week, Jesus. Last year, during one of our breaks, Tim Granaderos and his girlfriend Katie, he plays Monty in 13. They came to New York during Fashion Week to come hang out with us, and we went and saw Dear Evan Hansen, and it was the first. We saw it with Andrew Barthelman, who was absolutely incredible. The dude's like 19 years old, and he was amazing. And we left just like crying and full of joy. We go back to San Francisco to finish filming, and I kid you not, I would be down because Tim, Ross, and Justin and I, we all lived in a house together during filming, which was a heck of a lot of fun. And I would come downstairs where our rooms were, and I would hear Tim blasting Dear Evan Hansen and singing it. And it was like the cutest, warmest thing. We work out to Dear Evan Hansen, actually. Like, I'll go for a run and just listen to the whole album. He sent me a video last week of him just like lifting weights, listening to I forget which song it was. It was one of the like just like banger like ballads. And he was just like,
yeah.
So we're big fans of Dear Evan Hansen. We love that show.
I gotta see it now. See, that's the thing that sucks about it. That's something I definitely miss. Going back to New York and just be going, hey, let's go see a show or something. That's like
2021 now is like the earliest.
Crazy.
And who knows what shows will be there. I have some friends that are in Mean Girls, and like they just reworked the whole show, brought in a new cast, spent all this money, and now it's like, oh, we're closed. And so it's like, do they even have like, will they be able to weather this storm? It's crazy.
Yeah, because you just don't know. Yeah, a lot of people are out of work. A lot of money is being lost in the sense of even bringing the shows back up. That's the hardest part too. You know, just even doing that. Oh my gosh,
it's very sad for the theater community here.
You know, with the last time I was in New York, I was walking down the street and I saw Alanis Morissette show Jagged Little Pill, which I'm a huge fan of that album. And I told Joey, it was so awesome because I was like, I got nothing to do tonight. I walked in and I went and saw the show. And I went afterwards, I told him, I said, why don't I do more of this? Like, why?
What about when we went, Joe? What did we do when we went? We went and saw two. We went back to back.
Back to back.
We saw double features. We went and saw
Beetlejuice
and Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages at night.
Oh,
and then we tried to do
off Broadway.
Then we tried to do another one. There was a show late at night, like 11:30 at night, that was some jazz club. I fell asleep because I'm not into jazz. Birdland. Yeah, Birdland. But it's funny you guys say that, but I was never really a big Broadway guy, even though I'm in the business. But that little experience of the double feature that me and Joey went, and then the other time just seeing, I was like, I'm going to do more of this. And unfortunately, it all shut down. So I'm like, just as I got into it, I kind of.
Didn't we do that in Vegas too, Joe? Though we went and saw Human Nature, and we went and saw the Jubilee.
We saw Jubilee, which was the most ridiculous 1960s, never changed any graphics. Boobies is all it was. We went because they show you boobies, and me and Joey were like, all right, let's just go see Vegas boobies. And they're all topless. It's not a sexual thing. It's just what it was back in the day. So it's crazy.
Joey, in Vegas with Joey, we saw Shinsis and the Amazing Jonathan.
Shinsis.
Yeah, that was Joe's like, oh, you got
the Amazing Jonathan.
Oh my God, you've never seen the Amazing Jonathan?
No, but after you're talking about women being topless, I can only imagine.
No, Google Amazing Jonathan. He does drugs and does magic tricks that never work. That's
Their face a comedian, but he'll
He's
do
a comedian.
magic. He's like, sometimes, magic sounds like tape. He'll cut the rope, and also he'll have a napkin. He'll be like, sometimes magic sounds like tape, and he puts it in front of the mic, so you hear the tape, and he tapes it together. He goes, there it is.
He's ridiculous,
Or he
man.
goes to staple. This is so
That's
stupid.
funny.
We're all gonna laugh. He goes to his assistant. And he goes, "Here's a stapler. Here's a card. I'm gonna put it in her head, and she won't feel the pain." And he goes, and she's like, "You son of a bitch!" She starts bleeding. It's so stupid, but it's funny. I mean, I'm thinking
He'll take Windex. He'll take the Windex, open it, drink. It's all blue. He'll drink, take a sip of it, put it down, start going, all right, and then just go to it. He's all over the place. It's really
Dude,
funny.
and then he had at the end of the show, the funniest thing to me was he had hands flicking people off up on the thing, and it would pop up, and it was like
Right.
set to like the Star Spangled Banner or something stupid. I was like,
It's
what
random.
the hell are we watching?
Amazing Jonathan. If you want a good, silly, stupid laugh,
Yeah.
that's what.
I'm into it.
Let's
All right,
play
let's
one
play,
more.
we'll play one more song for you. Let's see how well you do with this one.
Okay. Is this like Shania Twain?
No.
I've got a sweet tooth for licorice drops and jelly rolls.
Oh,
It's got to be Hedwig. And
I was going Little Shop of Horrors.
What it sounds like. Very similar. It does.
Hedwig. I never seen it. Oh
Neither
man,
have I. I heard Neil
that's a show I would have loved to have seen.
Wait, what's one show that you really wish you would have seen that was out, or maybe even one in the past that has it that just not even out anymore? Maybe just kind of recreate again, do a revival.
Yeah,
What would you?
that's a good question. I'm trying to think of something that I. Can I ask my girlfriend?
Ask
Can
the
I phone a
boss.
friend?
Yeah,
Friend.
of course.
Adri,
Mine,
Adri.
as he's asking, mine would have
I have
been
a
Pirates of
question.
Penzance.
I would have liked to seen
Oh.
Wicked with Kristen Chenoweth and that other one that John Travolta screwed up her name. What's her name?
what's a show?
Idina
What's a show that I would want to see?
Idina
that I would have to
Menzel.
see on Broadway.
Do you want to
Joe.
see Hadestown Jungle Book?
What's
But
the show?
like even older. is there
John
anything else
Stamos told us to make sure we didn't go to the bathroom because he's going to show his ass. What show
Oh,
is
that's.
that?
What?
I got.
What show is
Oh.
John Stamos in? And he goes, "Make sure you guys don't get up because I'm showing my ass just for you."
That
for
was
Tony."
gosh, it was at Studio 54. Oh my god, Cabaret.
Cabaret. That's right.
On
That's right.
Cabaret. After consulting with my phone a friend, it's How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. That is a cool show. I was in the show at local theater.
Yeah. What's his face did it?
in
Harry
the
Potter.
dancing.
Did he do
Yes,
it?
Daniel Radcliffe has done it. One of the Jonas Brothers has done it. I think
Nick.
Nick did it.
Nick
it
used to
kind
be on
of-
Broadway. Nick did Annie.
Yeah.
When I was doing Rent, he was doing Annie Get Your Gun. There's a picture of me and him when he was ridiculously young somewhere. I can't remember. I went to go see the show and I went backstage and took a picture with him. It was weird.
That is so funny. That's
Yeah.
so cool. I
I-
love that you did Broadway. Like it's just something
loved
so. I don't think I'll ever get to do it because I don't sing well enough or dance well enough. But I have such
Trust
admiration.
me, there's a few people out there that don't sing well enough either that do it. Trust me. So one good, since you sing and trust me, you're full of shit because I heard you do a little run real quick. Which one that you could do that's really easy and very simple that you would have fun in? I would love to do it too. Is Chicago.
Yes.
They put people in. They put Wayne Brady. They did Usher. They put a bunch of people in that show. I mean, meaning people can go into it. So many people go into it because it's
Right.
such a fairly quick kind of turnaround. But when I did certain shows, it was ridiculous. I did one. I was telling people. I don't know if I said it on this though. I did the producers in Pittsburgh. I played Franz
Oh, cool.
Limpkin. So with those are summer stock, and you have to learn the show within literally a week. A week.
Yes.
So I had to learn the show
full
in a
show.
week, and it's like you're supposed to be off book when you get there.
Yeah.
I wasn't off book. Let's just say it was tough.
But-
it's not easy.
What did I tell you about your Pittsburgh performance when I saw it? You thought I was joking.
He kept saying that he thought I was joking. You said, dude, he goes, I've never seen you do that. What you did was unbelievable as far as the acting and everything else and the whole show and blah, 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 because it was completely out of context of what I've done except for comedy. That's about it, but not in that light. Even when I did 42nd Street for crying out loud. When the hell would I ever go into 42nd Street? Well, my ass did. You know, and everyone's like, what, you tap? I'm like, no, I didn't tap. I didn't dance shit. I was one of the songwriters in the show.
Yeah, but you,
yes.
I kept telling you, Joey, that might be one of the best performances I've ever seen you do. And you thought I was joking. I'm like, I'm serious. And we realized why afterwards. You were in Pittsburgh. There was nothing to do. So all you did was read your script, go do your gig. Read your script, go do your gig. Read your script. Go.
Yep.
In New York, we do the show. Go out, wake up, 5 a.m.
5 in the morning.
We have a bad day today. Let's eat licorice. Let's get your throat right.
Yeah. Oh no, it was right before the show. The show's about to start. Your call time's 30 minutes, but I have an hour. What do you want to do? Well, there's a McDonald's right around the corner, right behind Lion King. Get me a double quarter pounder with 20-piece chicken McNuggets and a large fry. Yeah. Let's do that shit all the
No.
Uh,
The other
Tyler.
Broadway actors are just like, we hate him.
All right, Tyler, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play one more song for you.
Cool.
And if the mood strikes you, feel free to get up and dance, all right?
This is what I listened to when I was getting ready for this interview.
Do you remember any of this dances?
I don't, but I know it's sexy. You might been hurt, babe. I remember watching the behind the scenes of this.
Okay. Making the video
this
thing?
was- Yes. Well, it was the tour that you guys had
Then it was the making the tour.
treadmills
Yep.
built into the stage, and that shit
That
was
was-
cool as hell.
The Pop Odyssey tour. There was a stadium tour, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
I believe
No,
it was a stadium tour.
I think that what it was.
I think so, because that was also the same tour that you guys were riding into the audience and stuff.
Yep.
Who was it? And who was it Darren Dance Grooves? Was he your
Darren's
choreographer?
Dance Grooves.
Yeah, we remember him.
People, it was so funny. People slept on that thing, meaning like people like Darren's Dance Group. That sold like millions. I mean, people were like
Well, and what's
religious
crazy-
on buying that thing.
At that time, there was no YouTube really or anything, so you buy the freaking DVD or VHS,
Right.
and you just put it in, and you're just like,
Oh shit, Joe, we should get Darren on here. I didn't even think about that. That's a good idea. Thank you, Tyler.
where is he now? Yeah, what is he doing?
He's an
I
actor.
need
He does
to-
a lot more acting on BET. He's killing it. Yeah, Darren's been doing.
I love
it's so
hearing
funny
that.
because when you see him, and it was so funny. I just saw him recently at the airport. I ran into him. This is before obviously COVID. So he was just standing there, all kind of like. When you see him now, he's he's a lot more chill and laid back. Before it was like always like, hey, very very overly excited. But it was so funny to see him because I was like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, oh man. He's like, and then when he finally realized who I was, like at first, I think I snuck up behind him. I did something, and when he turned around, I was like, oh man, what's up? And it came back to like back in the day, in like '99 when we were hanging out. It's really funny. It was really cool. But he's now like a serious actor. He's very serious.
Wait, he probably took a Meisner class.
Probably.
He was just like,
That's great. Well, Tyler, man, this has been fun getting to know you and
Yeah, man.
talking to you and having a good time. What are you going to
Thank
do
you,
the rest of the
guys.
week, man?
Well, yeah. Tell us
The rest
what
of
you're
the
doing the
week-
rest of the week, and let us know what you got going on.
yeah, we the rest of the week we're gonna be packing up Adri's apartment. Then we have to quarantine for 14 days because we came from Florida, so we're not allowed to leave. So then in 13 days we're gonna go to my place in Brooklyn, pack that place up, and then all things go through. August 1st, we're moving
Good
to
luck.
LA. And thank you. And I've had a couple auditions, a couple things that are kind of in the mix right now, but I don't think anyone knows when we're getting back because the insurance companies aren't even really putting a policy in place for the production crews to come back.
Correct.
So we're doing our thing. We're doing things like this. We're making new friends, and
people can watch.
enjoying the
Obviously,
time we
people can
have.
watch all the seasons, right? All of it on Netflix.
Yeah. If you haven't watched yet, 13 Reasons, you can binge it on Netflix. And then Tales from the Loop, which many of the 13 people I don't think are familiar with. It's kind of like a sci-fi 8-episode show on Amazon Prime that combines Twilight Zone with maybe a little bit of like Black Mirror.
Oh no way.
It's a really, really well done show. A
What
great
is it called
cast.
again?
Jonathan Pryce is in it. It's called Tales from the Loop.
Tales
It's
from
very,
the
very
Loop.
good.
Okay.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, we're
Brother.
just hanging.
Well, thank you so much, Tyler. I really appreciate it. Joe, any last words?
I like him a lot. He's a good dude. But I got a question. Where you? Do you know where you're moving in LA? You going to go to Hollywood? You're going to go into the
Just
Valley?
give us the full address. It'd be great. So
Yeah.
everybody knows.
Yeah, let me go
Yeah,
ahead
come
and
on
just
over.
give you. Actually, I'll give you Tim's address. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you know where you're
We
moving?
are. Yeah, we're going. I think we're going close to the beach, kind of Venice area.
Nice.
Okay. Down by the airport.
Away from the craziness. Yeah, away from the craziness. A little bit more chill neighborhood vibes, like we kind of want. So
Right.
we've gone through
Well,
a party phases of this space.
Good. Good. Well, did this show live up? Did this show live up to your expectations? Did we?
It blew the expectations off the roof. Honestly,
Good. So
I'm not
that's
gonna lie. The first 10 minutes, when we were just talking, I was like, the technological, because I used to work at Apple. The tech here is pretty low. These guys are freaking me out a little bit. Like, what did I get myself into? Maybe my love for NSYNC, like, outruled my like. No, it was always strong, but I was like, did I not trust the rest of the process? I had blinders on. No, this has been awesome. I'm just glad you guys did this. This is if anything, it's therapeutic during quarantine.
Good.
Hey,
Glad
man,
you enjoyed it.
It puts a smile on your face, gets you little music gears, and we talked about Broadway and stuff. So hopefully, seriously, man, good luck on that. I think you should do it. Why not? I mean, if there's a little bit of downtime at one point when Broadway is opening back up, go to the freaking casting and say, hey, man, I'm looking to do this. What can we work with? Is it possible or not? Why not? Can't hurt to ask.
Yeah, and then I'll say, you can just reach out to Telsey. I'll be like, Telsey, you can just reach out to Joey. He'll put in a good
Please
word.
do. Yep. Rachel
go.
Hoffman's another woman that's out there at Telsey Casting. Just ask Rachel Hoffman. I'll say what's up to Rachel.
Rachel, great.
And vice versa, Joey, that if your girlfriend has a job that she thinks would be great for Joey.
If you're looking
That's
for
how
a
this
fat,
works, baby.
middle-aged white man with gray hair and don't care, that's me.
No, I'm going to have to stop you there. You're going to have to work on the body image thing before we can give you a job. You have to believe in yourself first, sir.
I do believe in myself. I believe
All
that
right,
I'm
perfect.
large, and that's okay.
He's cast.
Yeah.
He's cast. We'll find you a
Joey,
place.
are you flexing, dude? Are you flexing?
No, because if I flex, I might pull something.
Yeah, because you were like,
I thought about it. No,
You'll get sciatica like me.
like pipe a blood vessel or something.
Hey, Tyler, you want to see Jason Logan, the guy who you talked to there, had sciatica. And we told him to go on a roller.
I'm going
And,
to show this picture again.
No, and he sent this and said, this shit didn't work. And that's the photo that he sent this on a roller. So just thought I'd share that with you.
You know,
Hey,
Thank you.
I don't body shame. Look at me. I mean, look at that. How comfortable am I in my skin? I've been watching.
I
13.
love it. I love it.
What'd you say?
We're all
I've been
back.
watching 13, man. I'm comfortable. Is that what you said?
I've learned life lessons from that show, dude.
Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's what we're talking about.
I like it.
That's
I like
it.
it. Yeah. People
Tyler,
need to
you're
go
a
buy
great
things.
guy.
Get comfortable with the uncomfortable, because I'm sure in the next couple of months it's going to get even more uncomfortable. I'm sure. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we have to listen to each other and lean into that, I think.
So
I
Yep.
appreciate
You're a good
it,
dude, man. You're good, Tyler. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank
You're
you,
really
Tyler.
good.
Thank you so
guys
much, my
for
man.
having me.
Tyler, you're
Get up,
Thanks
awesome.
for having me. Seriously, guys.
Be good, brother.
Stay safe.
Be good.
Thank you again.
That was Tyler.
There you go,
everybody.
buddy. That was nice. Dude, he's such a great dude.
He could do
Again,
Broadway. He could do Broadway, bro. He could do Broadway.
I know. I said that to him.
Yeah, you were
I said
right.
that
He
to
could do it. He's crazy. Yeah, all he needs is a little push, and he could do Broadway.
Or
Real
a
quick.
kick. Just get out there.
Well, either one.
Right.
Hmm.
All right. Well, it's we already went over
Pouring
again.
here, Joe.
Is it?
It's pouring here.
It's
Now.
Oh no,
getting
it
ready to
wasn't.
rain
No,
here.
dude, it was a minute ago, and the noise was ridiculous. I thought the power was going to go out. It's horrible.
You don't like my tie-dye shirt, dude?
I love it. Like
You
my
made fun
shirt.
of me
What's this
earlier.
from? What's this from? What's this from?
I'm a loner, duty, Dottie, or
Dot-
Rev. No idea.
I'm
I
a
know.
loner, Dottie, a
Yeah.
rebel.
That's from Little Shop of Horrors, right?
No, it's not, you idiot. And look at the picture. Somebody
Sons of
chime
Anarchy.
in, please. If they don't know it, I can't believe it.
Oh, that's Pee Wee Herman.
Pee-wee Harmon.
That's Pee Wee
There
Herman.
you go.
Matt is back. How was your day, Matt?
Hey, Matt. Who's back?
How'd it go?
Oh, that was interesting. That was an interesting. That was
Yeah,
an
I'm sure we
interesting
can't. I'm
meeting.
sure we can't talk about it on the air, but we will later.
Hey.
Not at all.
What about those? What about those T-shirts you showed us?
Oh,
Which-
Oh yeah, they're at the office. Lauren
Who's that?
Kranz, one of the wonderful fans here, made some T-shirts.
Oh, I thought that was really cool. Yeah, we gotta wear them. I gotta get that one for you. That's pretty funny.
I'm that, yeah.
yeah.
Been that, still that,
Oh, that's where it's from.
be that.
Yes.
You're savage, classy,
I'm the hood,
bougie,
mama,
ratchet.
Where's the shirt? Where's the picture of it? You don't have it?
They're at the house. Oh, it's on our chat. Hold on. At the office. I did a video. That's what I did.
What's up with all the dances at TikTok? I'm gonna start doing them.
What?
Just to do
You
it,
sound like
just
such
to
an
do
old
it.
man. What's the deal with this TikTok? Huh?
Whatever it is.
This song's fantastic.
It is, right? It makes you
It
move.
is.
That's a shirt.
Golden
Here, hold on,
boy,
Matt. Keep it
savage,
there.
classy.
Keep it there. Keep it there, Matt. Keep it.
being recorded, but your edge up all I'm showing.
I like it.
I keep my private, so it's AP.
Yeah, you
I
know
like that
All
song.
right, you gotta stop it because we're gonna get in trouble.
Well, Jason, you had 2 links today. That's why we weren't on Facebook. But we learned.
I
that.
know. Well, yeah. Sorry, guys. We'll fix it for.
Yeah, but can you play it back later on Facebook?
No.
No, it's a live show.
And I will tell you this: a lot of people signed on to see him. A lot of. Did you see that, Jason? the numbers go up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see them just go through the roof.
Well, that sucks.
They didn't go through the roof. They tickled the ceiling, the popcorn.
Can they watch it on YouTube though? I mean, on YouTube though.
Yes.
No, we're all just chilling right now, trying to watch the show.
Right? I don't get it. All right, guys. Anyway, what do we got going on Friday?
Friday, we are this close to scoring somebody from Jersey Shore. They want to be on the show. They're making sure their schedule is allowing it. So we're going to do 2 o'clock on Friday, same as before. The real question is, do we want to do next week? Do we want to keep? We talk about this every week. Do we want to keep?
I know. It seems like a good spot for us right now, but once
I'm going out of town next week there, Joseph.
Whoa.
So am I.
I know.
What
I'm going to the beach next week.
So what? Wait, hold on. Even though you go out of town doesn't mean you can't do it, but you can take one day off. That was my rule. I took a Wednesday off, but I did it Monday and Friday. So
why don't
Joe,
we get
you taking the whole week off?
No. We can take another one. Jason knows that we're coming on. Why do you seem so stressed, Joe? What was that?
Stressed out. I don't see you guys every week, then I get upset.
Listen, Joey puts his life's blood into this show. This is
exactly what I do. Is I put my blood, sweat, and tears by clicking the link.
That's it.
That's right. At 1:59, sometimes 2:01.
I'm usually there at 1:50. 1:50.
How many times have I had to call you? Say, hey, are you coming on the show?
Twice, because I was either doing something right at the moment, setting up. You want to go there, Matt? You want to go?
Oh, now, yeah. Let's shit on me some more because that was so fun last time. And because
Joey, hey, hold on a second.
Accomplished so much that it's worthy of it.
Hold on a second. Joey wasn't here for that, so he has every right to dump on you for an hour. All right.
So I just got shit on for no reason. Which I'm okay with it. I like it. Bring it. I'm good with it. There are times that I'm not on. There are times that Joe just ignores, like he just did, and then there are times that I am not on 100%. You're absolutely correct.
I'm not ignoring anything.
Why are you yelling at me?
I wasn't. I said I was not. I'm not ignoring anything. There's nothing to ignore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are times, but usually I'm there at about 1:50. Because half the time when we get on at 1:50, the audio is messed up, but we got to fix things, and we make it work.
I can say something about what you did today, Joe, which was weird. When I called you and we were talking about Tyler being on the show, we all had a call this morning, and I said, Tyler, and you go, yeah, before we book the.
Even better.
Wow. Look at that. Shut him down.
You frozen? Joe's frozen to me.
Am I frozen?
No, just Joe.
I see you.
That's hilarious. That's even better. Wait, listen. Shh. That's amazing.
Is he frozen for you guys?
No, yeah, he's frozen for me. Now all I hear is the rain.
He's just stuck there.
I don't think he did that on purpose either.
No, I think his internet might go out.
What you gonna say now, Joe? What you gonna say now?
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, see here, Joe.
What you gonna say? What? Huh? Oh, you guys.
Now's your chance, Joey. Say what you've always wanted to say. Oh God!
It made me laugh though that Tyler did not get the whole Joe. It's the what's the stupid thing that the song that you were singing. You didn't understand. The fuck.
But mostly me.
Yes, thank you. God, I'm like brains fried today. That was great.
No, what Joe was trying to say, I think, before was we were on the phone, and what happened was I said I just want to know who's coming on, so we do a little bit of research of some sort. And again, we know about Tyler and everything, but again, I like to even look deeper, and sometimes we find like other things and fun things. But I didn't even know that he was even on. And then even on Friday, we go, oh, what the fuck are you doing?
Full on lightning strike.
His light went.
Is that? Oh wait, is the power out of your house? That's amazing.
I got no power, bro. Let me explain something to you. I said, Joey.
So how do you
today
have no power
earlier-
when there's Wi-Fi?
There's not Wi-Fi. I'm on my phone.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's on his phone in the dark, the pitch black. I
His
love
power
it.
just went out.
You're just a little head floating on the screen.
I mean, dude,
Oh boy!
Oh.
I beaver.
Wah, 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 wah.
Earthy Flooby. It's breaking up, Joe. You can hear it.
He's frozen again on my thing.
But
Oh,
how
he's
all of a
frozen.
sudden did it look like his shirt changed? I know it's not, but it looked like he was wearing a flannel now out of nowhere. I thought he was. That's what I thought he was wearing.
Nope.
Oh, let's
There
see.
you go. Nope.
I got no power, dude. I'm out. Let me go by the window.
So power's out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let
God.
me go by the window.
Is it still raining over here though?
Oh, it's bad, dude.
Yeah, I hear it. No, it's raining here too, boy. Whoa.
Same.
It's bad. All right, I'm gonna check out. But no, what I was
That
saying
is
earlier
hilarious.
that
I
Yeah.
told him what you said as far as like knowing people. What were you gonna say?
no, I was saying that we've had great guests. I love the different. We check everybody out, but I like situations like this Tyler guy. What a great personality he had, and that's why after every time I'm like, man, that was fun, or it's fun to meet some of these people. We have a big long
Right,
list.
because some of the
who
people
wanna
we
be
meet,
on.
we know them. You know, I mean, some of the interviews we do, we know them. But some of these people we don't at all, which I love too, because it's fun to get to know these people as well.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh,
Was that- Joe, was that your
I
ass?
feel like the cow. I count 3 oranges. Wasn't that on
All right.
Muppets? Wasn't that the
Well-
Muppets? No. Hold on.
Yeah, that was Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Anything you gotta say before you go?
Chilling on all platforms. Go listen right now.
He's chilling on all platforms right now. Chilling on all of them.
platforms.
I like it. I like
Bro,
it.
I got this new cologne. Every time I turn, man, that shit smells good.
He's like,
Is
hey.
that for yourself?
I love that when you get your clone. You're like, oh yes.
Oh,
Yeah, you get a
ooh,
twinge.
is that
you know?
me? I think it is.
It boosts your
Well, you know
confidence
me.
a little bit when you smell a nice smell on yourself. You're like, yeah.
You know what
Well, I think
sucks when you put a cologne on, you think you smell good, and someone goes, "Oh my god, what's that smell?" And you're like, "Oh fuck."
That means
Yeah.
you pick a bad one. That means you picked that's why you're
I'm
wearing
into
your
the-
Car Noir.
Well,
Still.
hey, I should wear
Yeah.
cool water. You know what else I have? I have a bottle of Jupe.
Are you Stetson man?
I
Still
am
smells
into
good.
I'm into the shower gels. You know, pumpkin spice is my favorite from Bath and Body Works. I mean,
Bath
that's
and
my
Body
number
Works is
one away.
fantastic.
Okay.
And
Have
I
you ever
think
had
a lot of-
flannel?
We should have a talk
Body
about
Works?
this on the show because I know we're gonna go on forever, but we're already.
Yeah, I
over.
used to do pear glacé from Victoria's Secret.
Oh yeah.
I like that one. But now I'm into molten brown, which is incredible. Like incredible, dude. Your body, eucalyptus. When I get out of the shower and I dry off, my freaking body.
What do you
has-
have? Koalas coming over to lick you? Is that what it is? Oh my
No,
god,
no,
it's
no.
amazing.
And by the way, when I dry off, I don't smear dry. I tap dry. I tap.
He's a tapper. The difference is
I tap.
I squeegee.
I
I
tap
squeegee with my hands like this, and it goes. Like
I guess big people do that. I do the
Yeah.
same shit.
I squeegee.
you
with my
really
hands.
do that? That's a joke.
I start there, and I go right.
I go like this.
The arms. Yep, that's it.
Really? Are you serious? With your hands?
Yeah, well, then I'll get the
In the
towel,
shower-
and I'll
in the
dry off, but I
shower- wait, hold
squeegee.
on. In the shower, yeah, because if you do that, think about it.
What?
You have hairy legs.
Yeah.
Well, think about this, Matt. You have hair on your body. Not to say that we have sweaters, but some people do, Joe Mobile, but not anymore. It zaps. So you basically you squeegee the water off because then when you grab the towel, it doesn't get less damp and you can actually
Right.
then
I
dry.
used to do that.
I get it.
I used to do that. Yeah, I used to do that because I was hairy. That's a good point, Joey. But now I like tap dry. And dude, when you,
I think a towel off
I'm
like
gonna
a normal
get you this
human
molten
being.
brown. It's the
Well, I'm
eucalyptus.
gonna go take a shower right now. I'm gonna tap dry myself as well. So you guys enjoy.
I saw a tweet.
Matt needs to go
I
with
saw-
chilling. Check Matt chilling on all platforms. Joe, what do you got?
Oh,
Joe's gonna be at a.
Nothing. I'll talk to you later.
He's
on.
gonna be at
Towel's
Bath and
out.
Body
I'm gonna
Works getting
cry.
the new fresh fragrances.
Jesus.
No,
you gotta get
pumpkin
flannel
comes
during the
out.
holiday season. Flannel's the best smell.
I'm going in the cryo machine now to get frozen.
Oh,
So
let it go.
He's gonna let it go. He's going into the unknown.
Hey, when you go in there, does the shrinkage?
What?
When you go
Shrinkage.
in, does
It's
it
like
does
this.
it shrinkage?
This is what I do. I walk in like
was
this
in
and I
the
leave.
pool.
Then I come out. Yeah.
I was in the
That's what
cryo.
Yeah, that's what it does, Joey. Really? It is cold. Well, nothing's gonna top that. Thank you, Jason. Tap me out.
You're out.
I'll let you think about it.
Goodbye, Joe.
Bye, Matt. Bye.
Goodbye, Matt.
Take
Joey?
us chilling.
I'm gonna go take a shower too. I'm gonna squeegee my body off as well.
Yeah, maybe we'll squeegee each other's one day. All right.
Oh, that would be awesome. See you, Joey. Hey, guys, we'll see you guys on Friday, and hopefully all will be right in the world, and we'll be back on Facebook. That was my fault. They kicked us off, and then we'll make it all work to there. Okay? So there you go. Everybody enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye!